really want to commend Coach Flanagan and the staff. They did an excellent job, had a great game plan. Their kids really out-hustled us and out-worked us in that first part of the game. And we just couldn't guard them off the dribble. But we made some adjustments, we got ourselves back in the game. So I'm really proud of how our guys competed, especially when you're down 14, 15 like that early in the game. It can be, you can collapse, but our guys showed a lot of toughness, a lot of fortitude, especially when things weren't going well. Any questions?
Coach Smith, you guys kind of struggled a little bit, like you talked about in the first half, and you said you made some adjustments. What was the message at halftime, and what were those adjustments?
Well, I was concerned that we didn't have many deflections. I think we only had 8. It was probably the lowest total we've had in forever, and so we weren't being very aggressive, very active, or letting them set the pace. So we just talked about what the adjustments we need to make. In fact, we really hadn't. I talked to the staff about maybe we need to go zone because we're having a tough time defending them one-on-one. They were breaking us down off the dribble. And so we thought we needed to, because they were really pushing the ball. And we took some bad shots, I thought, during that stretch, but a lot of it had to do with their length and their athleticism inside, which really neutralized our interior players. So it was just a matter of getting to the zone, and I thought that slowed them down some and helped us, but not have to guard guys one-on-one.
Jeremiah was just in here and said the past few days in practice you really challenged him and his leadership. What can you say about what he did tonight to get this team within striking distance?
Well, he was superb tonight. I really am proud of how he responded, because he really didn't play well up in Annapolis. Nobody played well, but he really, I think he understood. We talked about leadership, and what I need from him. And I think taking him off the ball really helped, because Malik did a good job of orchestrating the offense, and I think that it's a lot of pressure on Jeremiah to have to handle the ball, be the focal point of our defense, and I thought that was huge. But he's been great. I'm glad he responded the way he did, and we needed every point, and certainly we needed his leadership. He kept it together and kept me together too.
Coach, in the first 11 minutes, you had 10 turnovers, and your team didn't look like have a lot of spark. But from that point, you only had 1 turnover and had more energy. Why did they get off such a bad start?
Well, I just thought that we were, once again we took bad shots early in the game. We threw the ball inside. Everybody thinks they need to score. We had people double teamed and triple teamed under the backboard, and they tried to shoot it. And you just can't play that way. And so we're learning how to play together, where the shot's going to come from, learning to make the extra pass, especially and learning to feed the post at the right time. We did some. I thought that was the key. And again, taking care of the basketball was huge. And I think getting the extra ball handling in there was a look down at, Kareem struggled handling the ball, and Mike struggled, inside, interior with moving screen. I think he had a 3-second call. I haven't seen that call in a while, but those are the things that we have to eliminate, and that was the key to the game. We didn't turn it over.
Coach, is Jeremiah's, hopefully he can score 26 or close to 30 points every game, but Davenport was the only other one in double figures. Where do you think some other scoring may come from later on? Or
Malik had 9. I think it's balanced, even though we didn't. It was going to be one of those games, the way both teams defended, and so we weren't making. We haven't outside shooting. We jumped up and shot 66% in the second half. I'll take that every day from threes. I thought that a guy like Malik, not Malik, but Kareem, he's a better shooter. We've got to get him making shots. I thought we had some guys pass up some shots. But when you look down there, our interior people really struggled to score. Going 0 for 1, 2 for 7. Just 0 for 4, 1 for 5. You know, we've got to come away with something. And those were baskets that were huge, and we've got to find a way to score inside. But I think we do a good job attacking the basket and forcing people to foul us. That's huge for us. I don't care how many points a guy gets, as long as we win the basketball game. But I know that Jeremiah was huge.
Kevon Davenport was one of the JUCO guys that you brought in, and he's really emerged as a guy that you can lean on. Was that something that Kevon? Was that something that you saw throughout training camp and practice?
Yeah.
He's really emerged for you.
Well, he's a very poised, under control. You know, he's not going to try to do too much. He's very he's mature in that. He has a fairly good basketball IQ, and he can shoot it. I mean, that helps. He can at 6'7", 6'8", can knock down a 3-point shot. And those were 2 big shots he made. One, I think, to tie it up, and I think he hit one to take the lead. Yeah, it was something that we saw in him, and that's why we recruited.
Coach, the game really changed when you kind of picked up the tempo a little bit. Is that a kind of way you guys want to play, or is it just depending on the game or how you gonna see it?
Yeah, we like to push the tempo. We have to get the ball up the course. We always want a fast break, but it's hard to fast break when you always when you're turning the ball over the way we did in the first half. 10 turnovers, and then we were being out rebounded. And that was so you want to run, but you want to run under control. And I thought we had some chances to throw the ball inside in transition early on in the game, and we didn't. So, and then when we do throw it in the outpost, you got to learn to throw it back out. It's just a matter of learning, especially a guy like Victor. I thought he really battled inside, but he struggled because he took about 3 bad shots. I guess he thought, since you threw it to me, I'm supposed to shoot it. And he thinks you get an offensive rebound, I guess he's supposed to shoot it. But he doesn't know. I think he has to learn that the ball belongs to everybody. So those are things that just comes with maturity.
Coach, you've got a week to the next game, and you've got 2 games worth of tape. How much does it help you to have that week to try to make the points you want to make to your guys?
Well, you know, it's just going to be huge, you know, because we really haven't had that. That's a good point, because we don't have a lot of games under our belt. That's why winning this one and playing this type of game, where it's pretty intense. You're behind. You have to make stops. You have to make plays down the stretch, and then you have to stick together. So I'm really proud of our leadership, especially Jeremiah, the way he stepped up. And he wasn't just scoring points, but he was keeping everybody focused, communicating and talking. But this tape will be huge, because I'm impressed with Coach Flanagan, Little Rock. They're really watching them on film. I've been impressed with how they execute and their athleticism. They're going to be a pretty good team.
Coach, last game you struggled to come up with any positives from that last game. What positives can you take from this game?
Oh, a lot of them. We shot the ball better than, we didn't. I think we almost went 2 for 17 from threes in the last game. We were 8 for 18 tonight. We only shot 56%. We shot 68% from the free throw line tonight. I think we shot 35%. We shot 41.8 and 42. So a lot of things. Rebounding was one, but I thought taking care of the basketball. We had 17 turnovers, I think, in the last game. Only 11 tonight, 1 in the second half. So, there's a whole lot to build on. And I'm glad that we were able to come away with something positive tonight, because we really stunk it up there. But we'll be all right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.